No, I'm not taking the case off. It's crazy. This shit gonna break. I got bad luck this shit. I'm gonna have to case on that till this motherfucker finally decide not to work one day. Like, iPhone really be getting over, dog. Every year.
They
Every
about
year.
to, mine's been messing up and
Because
they
the
about
new
to
one
have a
finna
new
come
one.
out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
14th. You know, it's supposed to be this month actually. September.
Every September this shit come out. This year I said I'm not falling for the trap. I know what y'all
But the
doing,
14
dog.
looks completely different. It has the screen on the back where your camera at, where you it's touch screen.
Let's go.
Yeah, I ain't even pressed the button.
Let's get it.
We're online 24/7, 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are live. Today is Wednesday, so you know what that means. We're on Conversations with the Connect on bldradio.com. And today I have a special guest with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Yoshi Sai in the
Um,
building.
Where you from, man?
I'm from Riverdale, Maryland. You know, a lot of people, when you think of DMV, the first thing they say is, "Oh, you from Baltimore?" No, I'm from Riverdale, Maryland. I actually lived in a couple places. I lived in DC, there, Riverdale, never Virginia though. But
Never
yeah.
Virginia. So
Yeah.
what was Riverdale? I ain't never heard of that. Riverdale, Maryland. I ain't never heard of that. So what you got to tell me about
The
that? What's it
county is
like? What is it
located
like?
is in Hyattsville,
Okay.
Maryland.
Okay.
I mean Hyattsville County. It is near. It's like borderline. Like DC is like 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive.
Okay.
Everything is like borderline here.
Oh, okay.
Some places you can walk across the street and be in DC, or walk across the street and be in Maryland.
Okay. So did you used to be in DC a lot growing up then, since you were so close to it?
When I was in middle school, I grew up around DC a lot.
All right. All right. And so you
I have a
just
lot of family from there.
Okay, that's where your people at? They still out there?
I have family everywhere, but it's some people still there.
Okay, that's what's up. So right before we got on, you were saying how we said December is gonna be 10 years of you being in Atlanta.
Yeah,
All right.
10
So
years.
10 years ago, why did you move?
I moved just to see different. I
Something different?
just grew up all over the place. So
Okay.
it was just like, where do I want to go that I could fit and be comfortable living wise, especially money wise,
Okay.
to be somewhere different and be able to afford it. My first apartment in Maryland at 17 was $1,800 for some little shit.
18. What year was this?
This was in 2012. To
I'm
be
not
exact.
living there. Okay.
Yeah, so 11, actually 2011, my bad, because 2012 was when I came here.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so when you first got here, how much was your rent when you first got here?
My first spot was on the east side of Atlanta.
East side
At
of
the
Atlanta.
time.
Okay.
And I was paying $532.
Where?
Yes.
wait.
And
You
I
cut
thought
out.
it was a
Wait.
scam when I seen it online. I swear that I was
Yo.
like, okay, I called the leasing office. They told me like, yeah, it's only 500 one bedroom.
Right.
I'm like, okay, let me just go see what it's about. Now I did have to little bounce around a little bit for 3 months.
Okay.
At the time I was only 18 moving here.
Right.
So it was just like bouncing around and for 3 months to come up with security deposit and stuff. My credit was never used, so
Yeah.
I had
No credit.
they see me
like,
blink because
yeah.
I'm just learning about credit. They like, well,
Mhm.
I didn't know nothing about credit at that time.
Right.
I didn't even have my phone in my own line until I got here.
Okay.
So I started to learn as I went on with
Yeah.
having to, take care of my responsibilities.
Okay. And so about how long did it take for you to feel like, oh, okay, Atlanta feels like home?
Um, it took me leaving and coming back a couple times because it was one point I left and went to Houston and came here. It was one point I left it and went to Connecticut and came back. But all of them lasted like 3 to 4 months until I came back.
Dang,
So
why so short?
because I just
Dang.
didn't like it at the time,
Yeah.
and nothing just felt like here. It just was easier to maneuver.
Okay.
It was
Alright.
way easier. Yeah.
All right. So you're here primarily promoting your music. You have a beautiful music voice. Later on in the show, we're gonna get into a couple of your songs. We can talk about it.
Okay.
But how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music since I would say like 14, 15. I was writing songs. I was
Okay.
doing, actually, me and my best friend was just laughing about how I used to go to like little block parties and festivals and stuff, and I would perform there
Yeah.
where I was from. I did a lot of things at my school growing up.
Were you
And
ever in
then,
any plays?
Two,
Okay.
but they were church plays.
Okay. Listen, church
They
counts.
were
Church counts.
You know, my auntie raised me most of the time living wise, and she had me in church every Sunday.
Right.
And if I didn't go and play sick, yeah, I wasn't doing nothing that entire weekend.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. No, no, I remember. I can remember growing up, and we was in church all day,
Yeah,
all day. We
it
ate
was
breakfast and lunch. I'm
okay.
like, so we can just go keep going. All right.
Let's not talk about Bible study.
Yes. No
Okay.
revival. Oh my God. I used to
Okay.
beg my mom in the summertime, like, Mom, please don't make me go
Right.
to vacation Bible school. I don't want to go there. No, you need to go.
Right.
But,
They need
yeah, I
to pray
get it.
over you
No,
with
for
holy
real.
oil.
Holy oil for
Yes.
sure.
Okay.
All of that, all day. All right. And so, as far as your music, like, when did you feel like, nah, this
Like,
is what I want to do?
right. So
I want
that
to do
was
this.
2019.
2019.
So it took a long time because I didn't have the confidence I have now.
Well, why do you think you were lacking confidence?
Um, I was letting at that time my lower self control my life. I would say it like that
Okay.
because I would always care about other people's opinion. So
Oh.
two people could at that time tell me, "Oh, nah, they don't sound right," or and I would really feel like that. Okay, maybe it's not for me.
Mhm.
But I still will always go back to it whenever I went through pain, hurt, anything. It always made me feel like complete. So
Okay.
it was just something that I always did growing up to set myself free, I would say, because my mom left at an earlier age, and I was like I was telling you before, all over the place. So for me, music was definitely my outlet to make me still be myself.
Yeah.
But then, coming out here, it was, I don't know what kind of really got in the way of discouraging me, but I just wasn't that confident. But then once I found my higher self, I'm like, okay, this is me. Like, whoever gonna take it. Who gonna love it.
Right.
And you can't be yourself and win without any haters. If you don't have no haters, you ain't doing something right.
Right.
So
Also, too, like,
yeah,
some people, I don't know. I learned that I just don't. As much as I love people, I don't really like people, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Because
I get
they
what you're saying.
they,
because you can't really just you can't really put out too much of your good energy because some people that be in your face will smile and feel good about you or sometimes even support you right in front of your face, but then behind closed doors they might feel like, damn, why this person so confident, so lit up, and feel so amazing about this stuff and I can't, so that's
and
what
they
it is.
I don't know. They say hurt people hurt
Yeah.
people. So most of
Yeah.
the time, I mean, I've done my own healing, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
most of the time, I'm showing just genuine love. And you're not used to receiving any type of love, right? You're just so hurt and so unhealed. And then I come bring you all this positive energy, all this life.
Sucking it up.
You know what I'm saying? And you're on defense mode because you think I'm going to hurt you. And in turn, you try to do ugly stuff to me. And now I just.
And sometimes people wear a mask so well, you don't even know. You don't even know when you're gonna know. That time that you know, you be like, "What?
Yeah,
You?"
I'm like, Cause I think I really do a good job of I need to sit back and peep what's going on. I gotta read the room.
That's my phase right now in life.
I gotta see who in here, what they talking about, and I gotta see. I'm gonna keep. If I like what they talking about the first time, when I come back, I'm gonna see if they words match their actions.
Right, being an observer.
Yeah, and then I can kind of see like, oh, okay, maybe, but still, I mean, it's not like me. Oh, I don't trust nobody. It's just me being more aware of me because in the past I have let the wrong people in and I have been naive to things that I see. Sometimes you just see the flags, but you just want to see the good and see the potential. But you gotta know the real, like they showing you who they are. So you just gotta believe that instead. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes it's hard to do that.
Absolutely, especially depending on the person and the relationship and how long it's been going on.
Right.
But a lot of people change. People change.
All the time. Seasons change, so people change with the season.
Yes,
that's why I always say, like, even the most genuine people who are towards you, you don't. That's why it's good to check on your friends or anybody who are genuine, because when them seasons change, it's like you are as a person changing almost every 3 to 6 months. So it's just like during that transition, you and being a part of that with someone else, like you got to be able to really. You'll never ever be able to fully know someone ever, fully, completely, 1,000%. Never is going to be the case. But
what's the highest percentage? What's the highest percentage that you'll learn?
I don't even think it. I honestly, God, don't think it's past. I don't think it's no percent of knowing them, because honestly, you don't know what that person is praying for behind closed doors. They're not holding your hand praying with you. Now, if you do have them type of friends, them some powerful friends, and you really should keep in your corner.
For sure.
But other than that, you don't know nobody's dark shadows.
That's true.
And if you don't know that, then you'll never know how they might instantly feel 3 months from now.
Also, the older I get, the older I realize if people haven't really dug deep and went into whatever trauma they had as a child, man, they a messed up adult out here.
Right.
They're like it's a lot of undealt with things and suppressed memories, and you know when you go through a traumatic event, it affects your mind. And sometimes your mind doesn't develop past that trauma that happened to you as a kid. So that's why it's a lot of hurt people out here continue to hurt people because it's just undealt with. And so I encourage people, listen, it's okay if you don't feel okay. It's okay to take mental health days from your job. They will put in the sick time.
And isolation isn't a bad word either. It's not. To be isolated, it's a good thing. That's to go into yourself on the deep end and just really like face your shadows face to face. And if you could do that, then you could do anything. And if you can't do that, then you'll just crumble eventually. No matter who you are.
And sometimes, especially as an adult, nobody really prepares you for adulthood until like that. But life sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, if I would have knew all this stuff, I would have a lot, you know. But you don't know until you go through it, then you grow through it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's never. I feel like it's never gonna be easy, but how you deal with it being thrown at you just speaks volumes to your character and to who you are as a person. But most the toughest people have gone through a lot of shit, like a whole lot of stuff happened to build that toughness, that mental toughness. And sometimes those tough, strong people, they need to rest too. They need those days too. You ever felt like, man, I don't know what's wrong. You might need to take just a mental break, a rest, stop, reset,
cleanse, everything that, whatever. Even if you're a person that needs to face the ocean, just get on the beach for a second. Like people need that. It's necessary. It's not something that you just get through for years and years and you don't face them type of things. Like to heal, you have to do them type of things. Self-care, self-love, all of that is important.
All right. So if you just joined, hey everybody on Instagram, if you just joining in, we have Yoshi Sai today. You're on Conversations with the Connect. Every Wednesday we're on bldradio.com. We're gonna get into your first song. Tell me about your first song.
So my first song is Night Sweat, and I recently made this, and this is just from experience and what I've been just recently feeling.
Hmm.
And for me, when I go in the studio, I'm mostly putting on my headphones. I'm just going with the vibe. I don't really write too much. I might write a concept, a couple lines,
Yeah.
but most of the time, I'm just vibing out.
Okay. And so, unfortunately, Instagram. We're gonna take a quick break. And get into Night Sweats by Yoshi Sai. I'll be
Let's
back.
go.
Playing, playing music, playing music. Oh,
Oh, you did? Email him one more time with the name.
That's why I'm running that back.
You said what? All right.
Just turn it up. No, just playing, that's fine. Just playing, just turn it up a little bit.
Huh?
Yeah.
We're online 24/7, 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
All right, we back, and that was Night Sweats by Yoshi Sai. I think that was like a vibe. So, do you feel like the majority of your songs are kind of like vibed out like that?
I know all of my songs are vibing out.
Okay. So, why you choose this style, this vibe?
This vibe is just, I mean, I like to do what somebody else would feel too.
Okay.
Okay, like if you listen to the words, I know somebody else feels the same way.
Yeah.
So for me, vibes could be different cases. I could go sexy with it. I
Okay.
could, talk shit with it,
Okay.
or I could talk about some deep shit. It's just however I feel at the moment.
So, when you be in your feelings, is that's when you feel like you make your best music? Or- I'm asking.
I think so. I honestly think so.
Okay. And so who would you say are your musical influences?
Um, I like a lot of Tim's music. I like a lot of Tiana Taylor. I love Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
I like old school stuff, Tupac, 112. Like I'm still up in there.
Okay.
I'm a 90s baby still, so still up in
Okay,
there.
93.
Okay, 93, right?
All right, so tell me about your overall just journey. Let's talk about from the time you left Maryland, Riverdale, Maryland, to the time you got to East Side Atlanta, from what you said, and where you are now, musically, and just personally. Tell me about your journey.
So musically, from then to now,
Okay.
like I was saying before it wasn't really too much movement at all.
Mhm.
I was creating, but I still didn't have like where I was actually outside with it. Um, as far as now with music, I feel like I'm pacing. I'm the type that I'm not going to just fall for any type of offer or different certain things. I'm an observer just like you. So
Yeah. You got to. You got to protect
so
yourself.
I just like the independent movement. Let's say it like
Okay.
that. I like that right now.
Why is the independent artist movement? Why is that good for you?
Cause I don't have to be a puppet to nothing. I can move when I want to move.
Okay.
Make it happen on my own.
Yeah.
I feel like, a lot of people, if I'm pretty sure that's at the very top,
Hmm.
would want, if they could go independent right now with everything that they got, they would.
Why you think that?
Because we know with labels, you can't exactly do exactly what you want.
Right.
You
They
can't.
try to pretty much.
If I want to drop a song tomorrow, I could drop a song tomorrow.
Right.
That's not the case once you sign. So,
So do you think you're gonna stay an independent artist?
well, I won't say I will 100% stay an independent artist, but if I can, I would like to do that too.
Okay. What would change your mind?
The right people,
The right people.
the right surroundings. I just gotta trust the opportunity.
Trust the opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of people get over on people so fast. We see it happen all the time.
Yeah, you don't think when they had start making all those movies about after 20 years or something like that, they can start telling out everything
Right.
that you
And
saw
it be
growing up,
some
but you didn't know the details.
okay.
And so when that TLC movie came out, and then that Tony Braxton movie came out, and I seen them folks in the music industry
Right.
taking them folks money, like
Okay.
they was left
And
with pennies, like.
And it
My
still
girl
goes
went
on right
bankrupt
now.
twice. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
do you like? How do you decide like who would be a best fit to work with professionally, and who will respect your artistry as well?
Well, it's something that I'm still praying about, but I feel like whoever will respect my artistry, I would know off rip. I
Okay.
feel like you'll know. A lot of people talk
Yeah.
and then it's
Man,
not making
what?
no movement. I get a lot of that. Like I can do
Listen.
this, I can do that for you.
Yeah.
But I just feel like right now in this era, you gotta come with that bag. You slap that on the table, and I bet you they move
Okay.
and they do exactly what they want you. What you want to happen, they'll do it.
Yeah.
But with people actually genuinely fucking with you, like that's another story.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just won't even know until it happens.
Okay.
I would have to feel that energy, like right there,
Okay.
and know, like I said, based off of their actions.
All right. So, do you think you have a team right now, like a team of individuals that are trying to help you take your career like to the next level?
To move fast, I feel like yeah, you do need that.
Okay. I said, do you have one?
Do I have one? Yeah, I got a little small
A
team.
little small team.
I
Was it
got a
bigger?
small. Mm, no, it wasn't. It wasn't too much bigger. It's always
Okay.
been a little small. I don't trust a lot, but I do have my own photographer, videographer.
Okay.
I don't have a manager. I've been basically doing all that myself, marketing myself, doing all that type of thing. But that's something I'm still trying to like manifest myself.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't have offers of people. Oh, I manage you, but like I said, it's actions. And I
Okay.
didn't
So
give people opportunities to.
really, like
But
how many people you got
before,
opportunity to?
with me, it's about paperwork too. But before
Yeah.
even doing anything, I want to see what you can do first. And just for a
Yeah.
little, like at least one or two things, then.
Yeah.
Like, don't sit here and don't try to do nothing at all and then think I'm
Okay.
just going to sign a paper.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And so what you said you been kind of manifesting a manager? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you looking for in a manager? Because there might be somebody watching that's like, listen, I want to see what's going on with
Somebody who knows what they're doing and has experience.
experience and knows.
I don't want a rookie because of the fact that I mean rookies could make it happen, but it's just like I feel like I know now a lot of things, the maneuver that I just want somebody to already know what they're doing.
Okay.
And to genuinely love my music, not just like my music.
You want them to love your music.
Because when you walk in to talk to somebody, I'm gonna need them to feel, what you feel.
Yeah, I know what you think. I got you. We're here, okay? I got you. And so what music is currently out? I know you said that Night Swift. That's not out yet, right?
No,
Okay.
that's something I'm pushing in October. I'm 31st. I'm dropping a 7-song EP.
On Halloween, you dropping something on Halloween?
Yeah,
Okay.
7-song EP.
7 songs. What the title?
I don't have the title to the EP yet, but it's something that is for sure happening by then.
Okay.
Right now, what I have on Apple Music and all the other music platforms is my 2 EPs, which is Bubble Bath Vibes and I Am Yoshi. I Am Yoshi was just really just showing me my side of music, different vibes.
Okay.
Bubble Bath was just more so my soft side.
All right. So you went from hard to soft. Tell me about that.
Yes,
what was the
and that
transition in that?
I was like, I feel like I went hard from to soft because when I was very raw years back in 2016, 17, 15, people were saying my voice was too hard. I need to mellow it down. I need to be sexy. And now look at this shit.
Yeah.
That's,
I got a whole EP.
No, but I'm just saying, as far as females now that are rapping hard.
Oh yeah, they rapping.
They were doing that,
Real nasty.
But I was real raw with my shit before.
Yeah.
People wasn't liking it. They was like, just be a little soft, like, it's too hard.
So you changed it for them?
At the time, remember I told you I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident, and that was one thing that I told myself that I should have did. I should have listened more so to yourself. You trust yourself more than you should trust anybody else, and that's that.
Right.
So that showed me right there. Now I'm able to see all of that.
So should we be expecting versatility with this EP on October 31st?
Yes.
You gonna give us both
and you're
sides?
actually going to hear both sides today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today. Okay.
You're gonna hear the second side of me.
Okay. Let's get into the next song then. What's the next song we got?
The next one is Ain't Playing.
Ain't Playing. Tell me.
And that's
tell
my
me
hard
about,
side.
Tell me about Ain't Playing.
I haven't rapped hard in a long time, so it was just like something I was already thinking about and trying to make happen. So it was just like once I did this, it was just like a release.
Okay.
It was just like, whew, I've been wanting to do that for a minute. I've been doing all this little slow, stuff.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
All right, so anybody on Instagram, we have Yoshi Sai in the building today on bldradio.com. This is Conversation with the Connect. We're going to take a quick break and go into I ain't playing because she ain't playing.
Because she ain't playing.
All right, hold on, mister. All right, get into it.
Come on, rappers. Come on, rappers. Where the rappers at? Where the rappers at? Come on, rappers.
All right, so that was Ain't Playing by Yoshi Sai, and she was not playing. Y'all heard that? Mad violence. She not playing with y'all. She not about to play with y'all. All right, so what was happening during that period to make you snap like that on that track? I need to know. The people want to know too.
Mm. Well, at that time, I had a little situation
Yeah,
that I mean, I don't like giving people,
too much energy.
yeah,
Just give me
not
the,
even with
what
the
they
talk.
say, what they used to say in school. Summarize it for me. Real quick summary. Real quick. Get to the book.
Yeah, it was just, I was just with female wise was going through things with. It's been different little people
Right.
that been sideline people just
Right.
envying me.
Envy. Yeah.
So I just take that out on my music.
Yeah. It's like therapy. Music is therapy.
Yes, it is therapy.
Yeah.
So, however, I feel like I said, I even made the same song that we heard last in the same day that I made that. So I can literally switch my whole thing in the same day.
So how many
like,
moves do you go through experience
It's
throughout
like a
the
little
day?
ego thing.
So how many different moves?
I don't know if that's a Leo situation
Oh, you a Leo?
or
When your
not.
birthday?
August 7th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. So, that's that. I don't like giving people too much of convo of me talking about them unless I'm about to do something, and that be that.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, some people really just be just trying you just because they want to get to you. But what I've learned, me personally, in my experiences, man, silence is a killer because you don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what I'm about to do.
No.
You don't know, and I'm not giving you no energy. So you thought you was getting some energy from me. Like you thought I was gonna try to come on some. Nah, for what? Who are you? You're nothing. You're no one to me. So no, for real, like sometimes people be giving people so much energy, you have to stop and sit back and be like, who is this person though?
Yeah.
Like before you're not in my family, you're not my significant other, you're not my you're just who
For
are
me,
you?
it would be people. It's mostly people that I would get close to genuinely.
Yeah. So what changed?
I don't change.
So
My surroundings change.
Surroundings change.
That's what happens. For me, it's a lot of things I've gone through. People envying me, hating me, betrayal. I faced that a good 2 times in my life where it's like some crazy betrayal. So it just be like I don't never react in the way that any other person would really do. Sometimes I just let it happen, put it in God's hand because karma is for real. I believe in that for sure.
But you got to. You just gotta leave it up to God.
And some people don't believe.
No, they don't believe in that at all. They don't believe in that at all. They like, oh, you did this to me. Watch what I'm about to do to you. That could go back and forth for years.
Right.
Like it could go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Right.
But I was talking to my cousin about this just like what's it? Wednesday, just on Sunday. We had a long talk. I'm talking to her and I was like, so did anybody ever teach you how to forgive somebody? She was like, well, you know it's in the Bible. I said, I understand the words that's in the Bible.
And they not reading the Bible.
Had somebody said, hey, when crazy or put you in crazy scenarios and be like, it's just how you work on forgiveness because like it's hard. It's hard to forgive somebody after they like betrayed you. Let's talk about betrayal. I feel like I say it was like to me like the ultimate betrayal happened to me just last year, and so
Really?
so many people wanted that vengeance for me, and I'm like
Right.
nah, I don't want nothing. I got nephews and stuff now, like I
Yeah,
believe like
yeah.
nah, I don't want nothing to happen to. I just gotta give it to God, and that was like
And that was
you
the best
know
feeling for you.
I think I think the aftermath of everything, because things can explode,
Mhm.
and then
Turn left
you go into something that you never even imagined. Like I
in two
never
seconds. It
last
only
year,
takes
I
a
couldn't tell
second.
you me and you
Mhm.
sitting here at a radio station having these
Mhm.
conversations, me having my own podcast, radio
Right.
show, me being a professional musician, teaching full time. Like
Mhm.
I never saw these things for myself
For the
because I was
future.
kind of
Mhm.
stuck where I was at, and my time was up, and I didn't know it yet, but God knew. So
Mhm.
he kind of snatched me out of the situation, and I'm grateful for that.
Right. And for me, forgiveness came from when I was in ninth grade. I lived in Hawaii for some time, and one of their things is when you even get in a fight with a female or have an argument, they it's their tradition for your whole family, their family and your family to come together,
What?
and you have to have some type of agreement to apologize, hug it out, and say you forgive each other right there and then.
And then let it
They
go.
do it within their schools, and
Wow.
if it's not settled in school, you have to go to that person's house. One or the other.
Wow.
Yes, it's your tradition. Um, I guess that experiencing that too out there helped me be able to let go of a lot of things
Yeah.
that I have went through with females or guys or anything like that that ever did anything wrong to me. I've been always able to just walk away from situations. At the time, I would feel like, oh, I'm ready to get back.
Yeah. For
But
sure. For sure.
within that moment, you feel like that. But I still take that time out of the next day. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a person that's a dreamer, so
Yeah.
I literally would have a dream like soon as something happens.
Mhm.
And it calms me down a lot to show me, okay, this is going to happen if you do this. Or
Right.
it makes me think more with my conscious than within my body. Our body reacts to a lot of things and we let it get past our mind
Right.
instead of just using our mind.
Not
You know, our mind is more powerful than anything in our body.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
I already know that, and like going back to something that you said with how y'all basically handle conflict.
Mhm.
So you was learning conflict resolution skills too,
Right.
which are vital skills to have now, especially in today's world, because everybody got a gun. I don't know if y'all paying attention,
Right.
but everybody got a gun, and you gotta think what's important to you. Like people got real things to lose out here.
Mhm.
Like people want to make a home to their families. You know what I'm saying? It's like a less of a regard for life right now, and so conflict
Right.
resolution skills are important.
Mhm.
And so that's why I teach West African drum is therapy at Price Middle School. All they do is fight. Girl, all
Oh
they
my
do is
gosh.
fight. So when they first come in there, I'm like, oh, you weren't here last week, so why are you in here? They looking all shy. I'm like, no, don't look shy now. I said, I can ask Mr. Johnson, but you go ahead and tell me why you in here for
Mhm.
fighting. Why are you fighting?
Yeah.
Like it was, I make them break down the like. It might be two people who were in the fight in the same little drum circle. I'm like, so it was no other way for you to handle the situation, and they like really process. I
Mhm.
could have told the teacher what was going on instead of just slapping such and such in the
Right.
face. You know what I'm saying? But
But then some
that's
of
a
them feel like that's, and especially in our community, that's snitching. If they was to
yeah.
go tell the teacher.
Right, but
Right.
like now you in trouble for 10
Yeah.
days. You got to be away from your classmates because you can't
So they're not
you
gonna get that.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like a part of them does though, and I'm just like
Yeah.
I'd rather you come hit this drum and keep going, hitting each other and be like, I don't condone like
Yeah.
a boy hitting a girl. Why you
Yeah.
you slapping? I'm like you slapping females. I'm like so when you get a girlfriend or whatever, you gonna hit her too.
Right.
I wouldn't hit my girlfriend. I was like. You don't understand how
Yeah.
these two things. You don't want to be that dude that's
Right.
known as the dude that's be no girl. Like,
Okay.
it's not a good look. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry to
Okay.
me. Be sorry to her. You the one hit her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But no, I think that's cool. But I don't even know we could even do something like that. Like, but if it's a tradition, that means this is before your time. You've been
Right.
bring this family to this family, come to a resolution. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I think it's cool.
They get through it. And if we could do that too, then that'd be another story. But
Man, we could do a lot of stuff. We could do a lot. Hey, mom, come on, man. We could do a lot of stuff. We could do whatever we want to do. We just have to do it. A lot of it's too much, a lot of talk, a lot of finesse, a lot of flex, a lot of man. Listen, I'm a action person.
Yeah.
Like it. Listen, it
It's
sounds
important.
good. Like let's do it.
Or else
You
you
know
just
what I mean?
walking nowhere.
Yeah, you just out here talking. You sound good. You just talking. Every day you talking. Man, do something. Do something. And I'm real big on like community involvement, working collectively. Like, even if we in the same, and the body kind of same like you, we ain't gotta be like we can just collab. Let's get on a track together. Like I know, you know what I'm saying. So I'm all that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? That's my mission. That's my goal. We are dope individuals, individually, but together, who can really stop that? For real.
Nobody but yourself.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Just having the right people around, like you said earlier, having
Yeah.
a right team. Um, knowing who is for you and knowing who's just around and who you need to just
Right.
like.
If they not giving you them important phone calls and talking about, okay, what you got going on, what's the next move?
Yeah.
Move as in yourself. What do you like? How you're doing this radio situation?
Yeah.
No, if they're not trying to support you with that or support you with anything in general, if anybody isn't giving me even ideas of what I want to do of certain things, oh, you should do this with the music, or you should, then I'm good because a lot of people would just call you with conversations that's about nothing.
Yes.
If you don't get paid out off of that, it's just like your mind is out of here. It's gone
Yes.
because especially at my age, I got kids too.
Yeah.
So I'm not. It's for a reason. I'm not doing it for fun.
Right.
It's not. This is not my hobby. I'm really trying to make it a career. So,
And I realize I just don't like talking to
No.
people for no reason at all.
The
Like
no
I'm
reason
not
part?
that person,
Mhm.
but I think I either get like a friendly or a familiar face because people always talk to me no matter where I go. Like I'm walking, some lady's like,
Listen.
"Hey, do you know how to get here?" I'm like, well, hello. I don't. But let me try to help you. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like someone is always. I've had the deepest conversations with random strangers at the gas station. And I'm just like, I just must have a welcome experience. Like, people just must feel like they can just talk to me. I'm not gonna be rude about it. I'm just gonna, because you never know what they have for you.
Right.
You know,
When your energy is light, is you gravitate people. You gravitate
Right.
good people, or if you could gravitate people who would hate your life.
right.
So it's one or the other.
Facts. I agree with you.
The people
Wholeheartedly.
you attracting for sure.
Yeah. And so, music wise, you got the EP dropping on the 31st of October. You seem like super duper, like, motivated,
Yeah.
ready. So, how do you stay motivated through everything that life hits you with? Like, how do you stay
Yeah.
motivated?
I mean, I do have my moments when life do hit me where I gotta, take a break
Yeah,
to myself,
right.
and that's with me just going into deep prayers on my own within myself, like
Okay.
on my own time.
Okay.
Most people ain't gonna catch me doing that physically in front of their eyes, but that's something that I just face alone by myself because I feel like self is who pulls you out. And I have my own relationship with God, so everybody has their own individual relationship. So that's the time that I take to get back, recharge.
Recharge.
So whenever I'm not on that, I mostly just, I wouldn't say, I mean, for the most part, I can't really just sit down. I'm not an introvert, so I'm not just in the house, just.
Oh, you be outside. That's what you're trying to say?
I just have to do something if I'm
Outside.
not doing nothing. Because I won't do something sometimes for a little period of time. But then after that period is over,
So
it's
how often
like,
you be outside? Just say you be outside. If
I
you
do,
outside,
I
you
do.
outside. Okay,
I
you
do.
outside. She be outside. Y'all. She be outside.
I do go. I go outside.
Okay.
But when I need to regroup and go back, because recently I just went through where I didn't want to be outside.
Right. How long?
You
How long?
can't
That,
only
how
do
long
that
was that
for
period?
so long. You only can do that for so long.
How
But
long?
what I'm trying to do. For me, and normally for a recharge, for me, it could be up to a week or two.
Oh, a week or two. Okay.
Sometimes, or sometimes I might have to go travel somewhere.
All right.
Like we do that a lot. Me and my man, we do that a lot.
Okay. Have you ever been on tour?
No, I haven't. And I actually been talking about that. I was like, maybe I should set my own one. Maybe I need to go city to city on my own
You can do that.
because, yeah.
You gotta make. Listen, if they don't want to make a line, you gotta
Okay.
make one for yourself.
Okay, that's me.
For
Like
sure.
I will be out here figuring it out.
For sure. For sure.
I didn't came so far.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So what do you think? So clearly you want to put together your own tour. That's what I heard. I'm
Yeah.
manifesting that for you.
Yes.
A tour for Yoshi Sai. Oh, real quick, I ain't even tell the people where they can follow you
You
on
can
Instagram.
follow me at I am Yoshi Sai.
Okay.
That is IMYOSHISAI.
Why Yoshi Sai? Tell me about your name.
So I had went through two different names,
Okay.
and this was my third one that I started for.
Well, what's
Because I
the
went
name
through a
about it?
phase. So Yoshi was just. I used to play Mario. I have five brothers. I was the only girl. I used to play
Yoshi's
Mario
World?
Kart all the time
Okay.
with them.
Mario Kart.
When we were like in first, second grade. They used to be so mean to me growing up that they used to force me to be the dinosaur, to be Yoshi. And they were sleeping on him. I learned all his little tricks. And I started winning all the time. And I was like, you know what? Who you least expect to win will win that race. Okay? And that's me.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you when oh yeah, let's talk about connection. So the Netta Makaya's mom is how I connected
Yes,
with Yoshi
love
Sai.
her. Yes.
Tell me about your relationship.
Well, that's like a big sister.
Okay.
We've been super, super like this. So
Alright.
she has a good. So I'm connected to cancers right now.
Cancer. Okay. Yeah, she was like my homegirl artist when I Yoshi. The first thing that popped in my mind was Yoshi's World because I'm an older, like I'm an '80s baby, so
Yeah.
I used to be on Super Nintendo all day on Yoshi's World.
That was me
so
though. I used to
listen,
love games. Now I won't even play a game.
I don't got time for it.
I won't.
I don't have time for it.
I won't even play a game. I tried it a couple times last year, and I was just like, I just
No,
But
no,
but
not for me. I don't got time for games. No time
back
for
then
games.
I was playing them games.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah. And what's the side name?
The side, that's just a little that little splash. That little splash. Yeah.
Getting exotic. Got you. All right. So
And
let's
that's
get
good.
it.
That's good. Give me some anxiety.
All right, let's get to the third song we're gonna play.
Okay, that's Up, and Up is on I Am Yoshi
I Am
EP.
Yoshi.
That's on Apple Music.
On Apple Music. Okay. Tell me about the song though.
The song, I really just freestyled that one in the studio with the mic on.
Freestyle.
And that was more so just at that time when I was dropping my EP, I just feel like, okay, I need something to show them like how I'm about to come.
Right.
So
All right. So we about to get into up. Shout out to everybody who on Instagram right now. Appreciate this conversation with the Connect every Wednesday. We on VLDradio.com at 8 p.m. And tonight we got Yoshi Sai. We about to get into her song Up. So Instagram, I'll be back. All right, what's up? We back with conversations with the Connect and Miss Yoshi Sai. It's up.
Yes.
It's up.
It's up
It's up.
and it's stuck.
That's what's up. That was
Okay.
a little vibe right there. I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm always
Alright.
something you can feel.
You gonna always give me something you can feel. That's what's up. That's real because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not a lot of good music going on right now. And if you take offense to that and you watching this, make better music. I don't know. They don't got listen. It's people. I like real shit. I like people talking, telling their story, talking about real stuff, relatable stuff. You know what I'm saying? Motivational things. You know, your mind is come on. You gotta
Right.
feed your mind the right stuff. Like
Right.
you gotta be mindful what you watch and what you listen to. So
Right. And that's
yeah.
why I tell myself all the time, like, you know, they might not feel it all the way 1,000. My streams might not be hitting 100K right now, but it's gonna happen because you're gonna eventually get that little loop we going through with all the music that is out right now. It's going to transition to something totally different,
For sure.
and I'm gonna catch that.
For sure.
For sure.
Nah. So what do you
I'll already be in the loop.
For sure. What would you say is up next for you though? Like what's your motion? Like what's next?
For me, what's next? I do want to. Well, I always tell myself, "Oh, I'm gonna finish writing my book. I'm gonna write a book." I do want to do
Okay.
that. I do want my own little Yoshi Vibe studio. A all girls thing. I want a girls producer, engineer. I want the whole nine where women can feel comfortable to come to a girls' environment. I'm talking about pinked out everything. Like that's not here in Atlanta yet. So
Right.
I want to make that happen.
Okay. So let's talk about the book. What's the book gonna be about?
I really been this will be like the second time that I've been trying to finish it. So it's been on my mind lately to do it. And I have the title called In My Eyes, which I haven't finished it. And it's basically my perspective of the world to me, in my perspective.
Okay.
So everything is coming from just in how I see it. Different things that I've been through, how I got through the healing processes, all that type of thing.
That's dope. You
It's
started
not
writing
really
yet?
too much. Yeah, I have. I just left it right there.
Okay.
And sometimes when I'm tackling a million things at one time, because I am just like I said, it's a small team, so I'm really doing all the work majority of the time for myself. I just have to. Sometimes I'll do a lot of things at one time and don't execute them because I got 5 things I'm doing at one time instead of doing one thing at a time.
Okay.
So that I'm gonna get myself a date so that I can actually accomplish that and finish that and make it digital, so it could be an easy transition.
I think I love it because I was just telling you like it's like have you been talking to me this week? She hasn't. But I was just telling somebody this yesterday, like, yo, like whatever you planning, put a date on it. Without a date on it, it's just a good idea. Put a date and a time on what you gonna do and commit to that. And if stuff is going haywire, so you feel like you're not gonna meet that date, put another date on it and don't just leave it to like, ah, okay, maybe I chop it up. Nah, put a date on it. So it's just gonna push you. If I know I gotta do this on this day, this is the shit I need to get done. So on this day I can be like,
Right.
oh, I
And
did
even
that.
vision board and
Yes.
even putting the list and checking them off each thing you accomplish.
Right, for sure, for sure, for sure.
I also have my website where I have silk robes. I try to have merch for me being an artist. So it's really my artist merch. Um, it's silk robes, slippers. I do sell sage and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just now I have got my two-piece set and I also have slippers.
All right. So what's the website?
Yoshi Sai.
Yoshi
Just
Sai.
YoshiSaiSelfcare.com.
Yoshi Sai self
When you go to my Instagram, I actually on all my platforms on social media, even YouTube, I have a link to that takes you to everything that I do.
Okay.
Everything you want, it takes you to all my platforms.
All right. You let us know your how we can follow you on Instagram or social media. How can I find you?
You can follow me at I am Yoshi Sai.
And
Wow.
that's on all the platforms.
Yes.
Okay. Spell it. 'Cause
Even TikTok.
People can't spell it.
I am. I hope y'all can spell that. Okay. Yoshi YOSHISAI. I am Yoshi Sai.
And the link in the bio.
Yeah,
Go check out the merch. Go show some love. EP 7 songs coming out October the 31st.
Okay.
For sure, for sure. You gotta see both sides. You think you got an alter ego?
That might have what got me through life a little bit. Okay, like for real. I just haven't gave her a name yet.
Oh, okay.
It might be Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Okay, but and then my gut for me and name, that might be the other. That one. I don't know who the good or bad one is.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. Only you would know that.
But they both set on fire. Okay, I'm flaming. Okay.
Yeah. When you say that for some reason, I thought about how about back in the '90s when people used to be trying to make decisions. They had an angel on one side, they had a devil on the other side, and they're like, yeah. So I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. Out of the 3 songs you played, which was what? Which are not 3 songs?
Night Sweat.
Night Sweats.
Ain't Playing.
Ain't Playing.
And Up.
And Up. Which one your favorite?
Right now, Night Sweat.
Night Sweat. So before we leave, we gonna play her favorite song. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. The conversation was connect. You are a vibe. Your music is dope. I like the smooth R&B and I like that ratchet shit too. I'm with all the shit. Okay, it's versatility. It's the versatility for me. Definitely a fan. Definitely anything I can do to help promote, help market.
Right.
When you got a show, let me know. I'll pull up and support. I know my people know. And all that good shit, like for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. And before we leave, I just want to say every Wednesday we on BLDradio.com for conversation with the Connect. Today we had a dope artist, Yoshi Sai, come in and just tell us about who she is and everything that she does. And that's all for today. So until next Wednesday, I'm gonna connect. Oh, one more thing, just want to remind you guys this Saturday is the best day of the year. Why would you say that? It's my birthday. What y'all talking about? Virgo season.
Virgo.
We're Virgoing all the way until Libra season.
Virgo.
So yeah,
You got all the business, okay?
Nah, listen, I will be accepting gifts, balloons, flowers, all of that until Libra season. All right, 19. I'll see y'all next week for conversation with the Connect. And on the Connect, what's up?
Hey, look, my best friend
I just want to know who
said
y'all is and
Virgo.
what show this is.
It was just her birthday.
Oh, where?
My best friend. She a
Oh, happy
Virgo.
birthday.
That's fine.
Show this here.
Why you ain't put me on?
Conversation
Why
with the Connect. Oh, yeah.
you ain't connect me with the connect?
That's why I got right quick.
No, but next week I got you.
I'm all out on the weekends. I'm not about to play with you.
Right. Oh, that's hard.
Thank
Say
you.
that first.
I'm all out on the weekends. In it. All them lies, they feel me when I'm hurt. But I want the best in me.
So we out.
It's the end
I'm
of
out.
shit.
I can talk. No, you're not out here. Okay. Yo.